Camera 2. Hey guys, so for those watching, we had bad news about Joel. He got a case of the Mondays, so he's not going to be with us today. So just me. Oh wait, there he is.
Hi everybody. It's me, Joel.
Oh man, I thought you were going to be here today. I thought you had a case of the Mondays.
I do. I swallowed it right down, put it right down in my yellow belly.
You know, I thought that was going to, the first one worked out a lot better because it's, you okay?
No.
So I heard you figured out that you're immune to COVID.
No, I have mutant COVID.
Oh.
I mean, I didn't see it, but I believe it.
All right. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another episode of I Didn't See It, but I Believe You. I'm Doug.
I'm Joel.
This is episode 94, and one of these days I am going to get that entrance spot on. I usually do it pretty well, but sometimes you just have to flub it up. Flub it up.
Flub it up. Flub it up.
Flub it up.
It sounds good to flub the word flub. Flub
Flub it up just to remind yourself that you're human, just like your boy Joel. But we have no proof that Joel's actually human. Matter of fact, I heard his last blood test. The doctor just said, huh?
So I have something related to that COVID thing you said at the beginning. So I was at the gas station today, and I haven't really seen anyone not wearing masks. A couple people here or there, but all the stores and shit are still enforcing it. So whatever. But I went to the gas station and none of the workers were wearing it, and it was I won't say what, but it was a very big franchise gas station. And everyone that I've been to has had all the dudes have been all masked up or whatever. And then today they weren't. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I don't really give a shit, but I was wearing mine. And I went in there and I came out and I was pumping gas and I just forgot I had it on, Yeah. And this dude across from me, he was trying to be all cheeky. He was like, hey man, no, you don't have to wear that anymore, right? And I went, without even missing a beat, I looked at him and went, oh no, man, but I actually have it. And he went, oh shit, man, maybe you should wear one after all. And I said, now it fucking works, huh? And there was no one around to make me feel good about that, so I just wanted to share it with y'all.
I'm so happy.
Got him.
So yeah, I mean, honestly, with everything going on, I was actually down in small town Texas this past day or two. Everybody's still wearing their mask. I was actually kind of caught off guard. I figured they would all be lock and loaded, ready to fall back in the old routine, but no.
The day they lift the mask mandate, everybody's just storming the streets, fucking mouth and throat open, tactical gear, AK-47 fucking covered in donuts on the barrel, just fucking sharing spoons of potato salad and fucking dry cleaning.
Speaking of potato salad, I feel like I make a pretty mean potato salad.
Hey, I actually feel the same. All right, let me ask you, mustard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's involved.
Let's hear your potato salad.
So I get some potatoes.
Sure. Russet?
I like to get little fingerling potatoes, maybe some purple majesties, and change up the colors, and then I try to get them all somewhat the same size, about half an inch to an inch. So
sure.
A half an inch to an inch, and so from there,
big fucking inch, Doug.
I like to cut them in half, right? Then I like to roast them.
Okay.
You could blanch. There is a technique to blanch then roast. That way you get some of that starchiness out. You should always soak your potatoes, even if you are going to roast them, just to help get that starch out. So it's not too, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And so from there, I make my own aioli from scratch. I whisk it's essentially egg yolk, oil, little bit of salt, pepper, garlic, and you just emulsify it. Emulsification is essentially folding the proteins to where it puffs up like mayonnaise.
Right. Yeah, totally.
Take a little bit of mustard. I do know how to make mustard, but I don't make my own mustard, but I could. But
I could
in there, and I put some like finely some brunoise veggies, typically like shallots, a little bit of celery, and then I put a little bit of that's pretty much it for the crunch factor. And then I stir it all together, put some green onions and dill on that bad boy, and I let it speak for itself.
Hell yeah. I take fat potatoes and I just get like about a pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds mayonnaise and put it in little paprika.
Paprika?
Done.
Not the paprika.
Done. No, I'm just kidding.
That's it.
I just buy my shit. I buy the deviled egg and the mustard, and then I mix them together.
What?
I don't, because the deviled egg. So there's deviled egg potato salad that doesn't use mustard, or at least the mustard taste isn't pronounced. It's potato salad, but it's got deviled eggs in it. Like it's got the recipe for deviled eggs.
I don't think it's called deviled egg potato salad.
I have some right now. I have some. I can show it to you.
Deviled egg potato salad. I mean, I know about putting eggs in potato salad. I didn't know it was like referred to as deviled egg potato salad. But essentially, because they're all, when you think about Southern comfort foods like potato salad, deviled eggs, chicken salad, it's essentially all the same thing. You just replace the protein, you know what I mean, from potato to chicken or something like that, you know?
Wait, yeah. I mean, and all the casseroles down here are basically the same thing, too. You just switch out the protein and the base.
Well, then they are not the same dish. They all come in a casserole dish. What's your favorite casserole?
You already know. If you think real hard, you know, it's this thing called Texas casserole that my mom makes. Everyone is like, Joel, this is not good. Even my parents are like, this is not good. No, but I think it's so good. It's so unhealthy.
So we're not, no. Okay. You never called it Texas casserole. You always call it Texas spaghetti.
No, never. Texas casserole.
Spaghetti.
I've never, ever. Doug, I've got videos of me as a kid talking about Texas casserole.
Oh, okay. All right. I want to see that for sure.
If I could figure out how to get VHS tapes onto my computer, I have so much good stuff from when I was a kid.
I have videos of you calling it Texas casserole. I mean, spaghetti.
No, you don't. Dude, never. Because here's the thing. Because before I could pronounce cactus, Texas, when I was little, I was confused and called it cactus casserole. And that was the whole joke. Like, I just thought that cactus casserole. Anyway, Texas spaghetti, that's just chicken spaghetti, right? That's what the school called it.
Bro, I ate chicken spaghetti last night, and it was fucking fire, dude.
I always forget about chicken spaghetti till it's put in front of me and it's done perfectly. And I'm just like, where the fuck have you been?
It has to be. I mean, there's only 2 people that I know how to make it now. One being my girlfriend. Holy shit.
Is that who made it last night?
Yeah, and I didn't know she was going to throw it down like that. I was like, oh, damn. But the best, what is it called again?
Chicken spaghetti or Texas spaghetti.
No, it's not called Texas spaghetti.
At school, it was.
The best chicken spaghetti ever is by my dear Patty. Patty makes the best chicken spaghetti, dude. Like, wars will be fought over this chicken spaghetti. I'm telling you, it's the best.
100%, no doubt in my mind that that's true, because about 7 years ago, you had a South by Southwest house show at your house, and Patty I think way more people showed up than you anticipated. I think it's safe to say that now, right? That shit got a little out of hand. Yeah, there was a shit ton of people just at your house, and I remember I was sitting outside with our Australian homies, and they were like, "Oh, they're cooking food inside," and I hadn't even been inside yet, and I was
British,
British, but I was extremely fucked up. And I walked into your house, and Patty was in there, and she's like, "Joel, you gotta look at the food I cooked." And I went in there, and she had made the bombest, I don't remember what it was, casserole or some shit, and I ate all of it. Fucking all of it, bro. I stayed in there and just kept eating plate after plate. I was talking to people, hey, y'all tried the casserole?
Dude, I'll never forget that same party. I remember like one of our homies' girlfriends, she like walks up to me, she goes, "Hey, somebody broke your toilet." So I put all the broken pieces on your bed.
Got about that.
I was like, what?
I forgot about that.
The lid to the toilet was in like a handle and stuff were all on my bed. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why? That's it.
Hey, but you know what? Shout out to her though.
That's when Gene came around.
The dog.
Yeah.
I have pictures of me. Do you remember Joe called me up one morning? He's like, "You dog sit Gene?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude, bring him by." So he brought Gene by me in Jeff's place, and I had him for like 4 or 5 days. Just hung out with her, little fucking Gene. Oh, I miss Gene.
Yeah, dude. Like I'll never forget. Joseph's just like, whose fucking dog is this? I don't know. And he's like, dude, for weeks he was trying to find out who owned that dog, and next thing you know, he did. It's pretty wild. She just like jumped in his lap at that show and just never left him ever.
Does Gene still exist?
Yeah, Gene still exists.
Yeah, that's actually. I mean, for a pug, that's a pretty fucking long time. It's been 8 years.
Pugs live long. They live like 13, 15 years.
Oh, really? I thought because they couldn't breathe.
Dude, you know that Great Danes, they don't live very long though. That's sad. They're so
really
big. Yeah, they're so big.
That's what I get so nervous about, dude, because Rocky's gonna turn 9 this year, and I'm like, we don't even. I mean, I hope he lives forever, but dogs are fucking. They're a trip, dude. It's like they either live forever or not at all. Hey, do you get it?
It's a helix.
It's a gene.
Joel has a gene helix.
Oh, that's not funny at all. Why did I spend so much time trying to find that? Ah, jeez. What's the weather like in Austin right now? It's fucking stormy and gross here today.
It is definitely cloudy and it's cool outside. I wore a jacket to lunch with.
Yeah, it's a little colder today.
Dude, Joel and I both went to lunch with our moms today. How weird is that?
It was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. We got in and out.
Oh shit, we had a pool burger. Yeah,
dude,
too.
I always wanted to swing by there, and then COVID happened, and I just never did. But
there's the one place you could definitely go because of COVID. It's Pool Burger. It's all outside.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I always seen it. I see it pop up on Instagram all the time, dude. I don't know if it was. So I was surprised to see because I would figure this wouldn't be not happening just because of COVID or anything. But you know that stupid "I love you" sign. The picture on the wall, "I love you so much."
Oh yes, on Joe's Coffee downtown, or not downtown, on South Congress.
But it's like right there. It's not like you have to go in anywhere to see it. It's fucking right there. You walk past it all the time. Somebody we know in Austin posted on their story. There was a fucking line of sorority ass white girls going around the goddamn block to take a picture in front of that thing the other day. Why?
So here's the thing: the owner of that place, or one of the main owners, hates that it's there.
Dude, I bet at first it was awesome and then really quickly became the worst.
The entire time. And the rumor around town is that one of the owner's ex-girlfriends or something like that, they broke up and she did that as a last ditch effort. I love it so much. It's super cringeworthy and damn. And
did it work?
No.
Oh.
And so it's still there. And this person apparently wanted nothing to do with it, didn't want to market on it or anything, but it's just turned into essentially one of the trademarks of their business.
You know, it seems like if that's true, and I don't doubt it.
I've heard that a few times, so I don't know if it's true or not, but
they should lean into that, because in this day and age, people take personal space and respecting people's boundaries and consent and shit like that super seriously. If they just leaned into that, we're like, look, we get it. This is nice, but it's trauma for us, so we're taking it down. Nobody would be able to say shit about it.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, we're taking away a trademark from the...
Yeah, nah, fuck that.
This belongs to the city. It's my freaking...
Nah, fuck that. If they can take away Daniel Johnston shit, they can take that fucking motherfucker away. Who cares?
Did they cover his stuff?
I thought, isn't it gone? I thought it was just full on gone.
I know they were talking about it. I don't know if it ever happened or not, because he had obviously the mural that was on the drag, the "Hi, how are you?"
Yeah.
Dude, I finally found my shirt. Remember when I went to go see him in Atlanta? I never even got to see him in Texas, and I had that shirt forever. I thought it was missing. Found it. And then
that one's gone though, is it not? The one on the drag?
Dude, I don't know. I haven't been to the Dragon so long. I have heard that they were talking about doing that, and then because it was on the side of a Thai restaurant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then the one that's on News Pharmacy, it's still there in Clarksville.
Do you remember when he passed away? Someone put up the fucking billboard right by my apartment, and they paid for like to have it up for like a month with just the what did it say? Love will find you in the end, or something like that.
Yeah, dude, Jalen Johnson was like, obviously a local legend, or whatever. And I don't know, like, a lot of us, including myself, like, there's like something really charming about his music. You know what I mean?
It's extremely charming, and it's extreme. If you're like into that, if you're into that kind of like honest, raw lyricism anyway, then you see that kind of dude. Especially, I think for me, especially watching the documentary made a huge impact on how I listen to his music.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Huge impact.
Translate. What's the name of the documentary? Daniel Johnson.
Devil and Daniel Johnson.
Yeah, Devil and Daniel Johnson. Devil and Daniel Johnson. Devil and Daniel Johnson. It's been, dude, that came out like over 10 years ago.
Dude, let's talk about some good music documentaries. We can start with that one.
Oh, dude, freaking
Dig.
Dig.
Is that what you were gonna say? I was just trying to guess.
You broke my sitar, motherfucker. And he's like, Anton, you got blood all over your face. Are you bleeding? He's like, no. Where does blood come from? Other people's faces.
That movie's so good, dude. It's crazy watching it because I was trying to tell Caroline about it, and I was like, okay, so it's about the Brian Jonestown Massacre and Dandy Warhols. And she was like, who the fuck are either one of those people? Dandy Warhol's had some songs.
And Dandy Warhol had that car that was on all the car commercials.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo-hoo. And then, but it was about essentially it's supposed to be about the rivalry, but it really just turns into a documentary about Anton Newcomb, the lead singer of Brian Jonestown Massacre.
Destroying his band.
And he's so self-destructive.
What's the dude's name with the big glasses who fucking
Joel?
Yeah, they fucking straight up he dives over the bass drum at the end and just fucking takes down Anton at their showcase.
That's like towards the beginning because like they're supposed to like that showcase is really crucial to the whole documentary because that showcase was put together for them. That was like their big break. Like they had all these like AR, what was it? A&R?
Like A&R reps and fucking label reps were there.
Yeah,
shit tons of them from every major label.
They're like, you're gonna be the biggest freaking band since the Beatles or whatever. And they went, and what do? Anton Newcomb gets pissed off at them for fucking something that you would never, some nuance that nobody in their right mind would ever even catch on to, and just starts a fucking fight on stage in the beginning of their set. Yeah, and it's become legend.
Yeah, it's wild because, like, honestly, you listen to it, and I mean, it's not like, okay, let's not pretend here like it was actually groundbreaking music. Dandy Warhol's made some pretty nice light pop, hippie pop. You know what I mean? Like, it's alternative, but it's still just pop with a 70s vibe. And Brian Jonestown Massacre was just emo alternative.
I mean, none of it's good.
Yeah, it wasn't good, and it would have gotten sort of big, and then it would have plateaued. They would have been big now, like in the same sense as like Bush. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like yeah, none of it's
wouldn't have remained.
Yeah, for sure. And then like speaking of Bush, you called me earlier, dude. I know you're busy. You're like, hey, I gotta bend your ear real quick. You want to talk about a shitty lyric or what? I'm like, what? Go ahead.
We live in a wheel where everyone steals, but when we wake up, strawberry fields. Fuck that. And that's,
if you know what song that is.
You're in.
Oh, well, never fucking mind.
Oh, my bad. I thought you asked if I knew what song it was.
Look in the comments below.
Oh,
but how's it go? But how does the actual tune go?
We live in a wheel. Everyone steals.
Yeah.
When we wake up, strawberry fields. You know what? I fucking loved 16 Stone and Razorblade Suitcase so much as a kid, and anytime I try to put it on, I went through a phase recently of just like older grunge, listening to a lot of like In Utero and fucking One, the only Pearl Jam record I like, and like you throw on Razorblade Suitcase or 16 Stone and it's not the same. It's so bad. It's so obviously a Nirvana ripoff, like in all the worst ways. All the lyrics are nonsense.
Dude, I haven't listened to it in so fucking long, so I can't even tell you. But what's that one song that was fucking heavy as fuck though?
Mouth?
Huh?
Which one? Mouth?
I'm your man. Need some Greedy Fly.
Yeah, Greedy Fly. Man, the was that the video where it was like a car wreck and the cop was throwing up and they're in body bags and shit?
No, that's Adidas by Korn.
Oh, there's a Bush video like that too.
Really?
Yeah. Which fucking dude? The Adidas video by Korn is awesome.
Dude, that fucking video is fucking banging. It has Lurch from fucking
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler, Adam's Family in there too. Speaking of which, go ahead.
Oh, nothing. No, I'm trying to see.
Dude, some good tunes out there, dude.
Oh. Speaking of music documentaries, but not a music documentary, Overnight, the Troy Duffy documentary. It's about the director of Boondock Saints. If you're going down the rabbit hole of people ruining their careers, that's a fucking must watch.
I feel like it's a what's that called? Like a hit piece on him though. I feel like a lot's left out.
I don't know, because it's not like they were shooting it intentionally for him to do all that. He hired them to shoot a documentary about him, and they did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen it in so long that
it's just that towards the end, when he realizes that he hasn't made a single good decision, he gets really nervous about how he's going to look, especially when his brother and the other people in the band start being like, dude, no, you've destroyed all of this. Then he refuses to do any more interviews. But since he's already signed all the contracts and stuff, they have the right to distribute it.
Okay. And that's
his brother is attached in some capacity to the movie. So as far as like the people who put it out, I believe the redheaded dude who plays guitar and gets all sad, dude, that's a wild fucking tale too. That's weird to go back to with all the Weinstein shit inside of it.
That a Weinstein movie?
Weinstein basically is who decided Troy was gonna succeed, and then who took all of Troy's success away from him when he started making bad decisions. Harvey was the hand that built him and tore him down.
Damn. I need to rewatch that documentary. It's been years since I've seen that one too.
It's out of print, but if you can find it, highly recommend it to anybody. Overnight.
Yeah, because just so you know, if you don't have the print of it, you can't watch it anywhere else on the internet.
We're pirates.
You having a friggin' tick?
Do you ever get that itch? You or the customers, if you get this, I want to know down below. Do you ever get the itch in the back of your throat and you gotta
Ew. That'd be awesome. Like, just like threw up everywhere.
That actually hurt my throat, and I realized my soda's gone. Let me go grab a water. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe y'all can help me out of this, but Joel always gets on me about like the same shirt. So you wore the shirt last week, so I always had to change. But I feel the shirt that he's wearing, he wears quite often on this show. It's definitely a Ruckin' Fountain Midsommar, I think. No, maybe he's a Hackers. I don't know. I can't tell. We'll ask him. But yeah, dude. Episode 94. We're chugging along. Please follow us on Instagram at I didn't see it, but I didn't see it, but I believe it. I didn't see it, but I believe it. I believe it's our Instagram. Jesus Christ. And then we're also on a new platform, Hey Space or Space Hey. Go to or one of those two. / I didn't see it, but I believe you. And there you can actually find. The reason I like this one so much, it's not about followers. It's like the HTMLs and stuff. You just put everything on there. So all of our stuff's there. You can like click and listen to our podcast, and it goes, so you just in case you're like surfing the web, want to have it on the background, and you don't have Spotify or Google Play or anything like that, or Apple Podcasts, you just go there and listen to some stuff or watch. And of course, YouTube. If you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We figured out how to put the subscribe buttons at the end of the video, so please do so. And like this and comment. But other than that, really appreciate you guys sticking with us, especially our listeners out there. God, you're the best. It's just so cool to look at the numbers and just see like the percentages is going up, and we love y'all so much for that, because it's all about word of mouth, and y'all are definitely the ones doing it. So I need to come up with some things to talk to y'all about when Joel's gone. I feel like Joel does a pretty good job of talking to y'all about just random stuff. But I don't know. Maybe we could talk about. There he is. And then, what's in that water bottle?
I peed too.
What's in your water bottle? Oh, it's water. It looks
straight
black.
Vodka.
Sorry.
Everclear, baby.
Hey, what shirt are you wearing?
Hackers.
Okay, you do wear that shirt a lot.
I do. I do. Here's the thing. The ones that I wear the most on the show seem to be entitled. Why do I say here's the thing? I hate when people do that. I hate that I do that. Here's the thing doesn't really fit before.
You do that more than anybody else I know.
I know. And it doesn't fit anything. It has no place in that sentence. This shirt, Mac and me, Blade have been the three that I wear the most. And it's because they look best on camera. Because they have stuff up top. Like colors up top.
Fair enough. So the saying that I can't stand, and forgive me if anybody loves this expression, is at the end of the day, that one. It's like, ooh, what about the end of the day? Hey, man, at the end of the day, what's said is said. And that's it. The implication is tomorrow you'll wake up and you won't have to worry about it. It's like, it will be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
So it's not at the end of the day. At the end of the day, he's
gonna die.
At the end of the day,
man, he's gonna die soon.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, maybe today was a bad shift, or maybe that parking ticket and I'm gonna have to probably go to jail. But at the end of the day, you just gotta. It is what it is. It's like, no, at the end of the day, you better hope that you keep it together. So tomorrow, when you wake up and that same problem's still at hand, you can come up with something creative to fix your shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, end of the day, it just does not work for me. But
I don't like that one either.
You know which one I use all the time?
Huh.
So what it boils down to.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That makes sense.
I don't mind that one so much. It makes sense if you use it correctly. Yeah, those are called turns of phrase.
What?
Those are called turns of phrase.
Okay.
It just means it's a characteristic manner of expression. I just looked that up. An awkward turn of phrase. I don't know.
Dude, like, that just like me and you hanging out. You're like, yeah, dude, I'm fucking.
At the end of the day, I'm fucking.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it tastes, dude, it sucks, dude. I fucking the tax man, and I gotta go to court.
And at the end of the day,
you just gotta
live your life. Yeah, man.
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
Hey, did you send me like a text on Skype? Oh, it's from earlier. I was like, what the fuck is this? It gave me a notification. You love doing that now. Doug loves y'all, ladies and gentlemen of the customers. Doug loves doing this now in real life and in text message and on the phone. Shh. And it's infuriating. It's the worst. I just have to say something about it. I don't know where it came from, but it's the worst.
It works.
I guess. I just sprayed that down my mouth. Oh, man. I watched a movie last night.
Hold on.
Okay.
No, I'm fucking with you.
No,
go ahead.
At the end of the day, it's your turn. Whew. My bad, dude. My moon sign is rising. What's up, Caroline? Welcome to the show. You coming in? What do you think?
Shit.
Caroline, welcome.
Sweet Caroline, come and say hi.
Now say hi.
Hi, Caroline.
What a day. What a country. There's a bad moon on the rise.
I wish I really had nothing to say other than I had a really nice lunch with me mom, and I liked how I was like texting you in like a British accent, and you just like totally texted me back in it.
Yeah, dude. Well, see, the thing is I was mixing British and Scottish.
Were you?
Well, oh no, I guess I deleted. Did I send any with Canae? Canae?
You said I put.
Oh yeah, I said cheeky.
Oh, my mom listened to our podcast. She's like, y'all sound so great, but if y'all just change the F word with something else, it'd be just fine. And I go, Joel says some pretty crazy stuff, right?
No, but we'll just change the F word.
No, I say pretty crazy stuff too, I believe.
Yeah, but we'll just take the F word out.
Yeah, we're gonna just redo let's just like edit and do like an adult version and be like, I didn't see it, but I believe you edited for grown up, for parents.
But what if we did just switch fuck with like frick? Everything else stayed the same. That's like, suck my cock, you freaking jerk.
We could do an episode, dude. We should do an episode where we dedicate ourselves to not cussing at all.
Oh yeah, right. I don't see. That's the thing though. I'm not doing this for show. This is just who I am. Oh shit.
I'm trying to find that damn text I sent you.
Oh, I got it right here.
I put like right after you told me we were going to lunch with your mom, me mom rang me and asked me to catch a banger in the gullet. you put, that's cheeky, isn't it? Proper coincidental. I don't know if you're gonna get it or not.
Dude, the word "canae" is my favorite. It means it means I cannot, and they spell it Canae. 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 Canae.
Canae.
And hey, and they're saying I cannot. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up my favorite Scottish tweet.
They?
The Scots.
Those fucking Scots.
Here, look, 100 qualis.
Heed, move. Remember that?
Okay, wait, or like they say when your ma sends you to ASDA with your da. They look like a bit of ravioli. Hey, went to boot an entire night telling Kunsa was an apprentice dentist.
Dude, you're Scottish, aren't you? Or you're like adopted Scottish?
All my family is Scottish.
Yes, isn't Robertson Scottish?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Just do the post office. The post office.
You ever watch So I Married an Axe Murderer?
We've talked about this on the show so many times.
Have we?
Yes, and you're gonna tell us about how you love when they're roasting that kid.
Oh yeah, he goes, look, it's like an orange on a toothpick. Why don't you go cry yourself to sleep on your huge pillow?
Dude, that's such a great movie. Isn't the mom?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did talk about it because the mom is the lady that won the Academy Award for My Left Foot. Also, the pigeon lady in Home Alone 2.
That's right. I always get her confused in that movie with the secretary in Ferris Bueller.
Oh yeah, she's on
meth, I heard.
She's on like another iconic movie though growing up.
Oh, dude, speaking of meth, did you see the picture of the Mighty Ducks cast with Emilio Estevez?
Yeah, and Homeboy's not going to be on it.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be on season 2. I'm sure he'll be on
season 2.
The 3 people that are not on it or 4 people are him, Charlie, Natalie Portman, and
Natalie Portman.
I mean, not Natalie Portman. Oh God damn it, I can't think of her name. And the Keenan.
Well, I mean, Keenan's probably just not. They probably can't afford him.
Well, I mean, I bet he would have probably done it if he had. I don't know. Maybe he may make a cameo. I could see him making a cameo. He just started his own show, and I've been rooting for him my whole life. Rooting for him hard. And we tried watching it, and oof.
What?
It's just not great.
What are we talking about?
Oh, Keenan. He finally got a show. It's called just Keenan. It's on it's CNN or CNN. It's on NBC. It's a sitcom.
Okay. Is he still a part of the cast of Saturday Night Live?
Yeah. He was gonna quit because he's very openly been trying to get a career outside of SNL this entire time.
Yes.
And I think somewhere around the 15th year, he said it clicked over for him that he realized it's kind of an honor to be the longest running cast member or whatever. But he got this pilot for Kenan, and he was going to quit Saturday Night Live. And then he decided that he's going to stick out Saturday Night Live till he's been there for 20 years. So then he can say like he was the cast member who was there for 20 years. So he's going to keep doing it for 2 more years because he's on his 18th year, I guess.
18 years. And it's so crazy because he's been in sketch comedy or like
his whole life. All that, Kenan and Kel, Good Burger, SNL. That's the trajectory.
It's like what he knows.
It's what he's good at. And the thing is like, so he did do Fat Albert. And to be fair, I really like that movie. I mean, like, I don't watch it, but I saw it when it came out, and I'll probably show my kids someday. Maybe. I don't know. The Cosby stuff might be a little hard to explain. But he's really good in that movie. He's funny. He plays the role really well, but it still feels like a sketch. That's why it's weird watching and Mighty Ducks. Mighty Ducks 2. So then that's really the only... Mighty Ducks 2 is really the only time besides this new show where he's not playing a sketch role. You know what I mean? He's a character in Mighty Ducks 2. It's not a joke. He's a character with like growth and, like a story. But and so he's got this sitcom where his wife is dead and he's raising his kids by himself or some shit with his with his goofy with one of his goofy friends and one of his goofy older friends.
Huh.
I don't know. It's okay. It wasn't very good. I'll keep giving it a shot though because I'm rooting for him.
Sure. Well, I'm so happy that I like Kenan. I've always have. Like you said, you've always been rooting for him, so have I.
What about Kel, though? You know what I mean?
Whatever happened to him?
Oh, I saw him at In-N-Out in LA one time.
Bro, what the fuck is this? Holy shit. Somebody has to explain this to me real quick. And it's going to have to be you, Joel.
I'm ready.
What the fuck? Bing, 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 ding, 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 ding. So Joel has picked Kanan in the background, but for me, for the listeners, I have the bird lady, the pigeon lady from Home Alone 2. In this picture that's on the internet is a comparison to Piers Morgan, and it's quite.
It's spot on.
Yeah, uncanny. To say
spot on.
It's spot on. I bet you they have a riveting conversation.
Who?
These two Brits. Or she's Irish, right?
She's like, I got these birds on me back. And he's like, yes, and I think we should leave the European Union. And then they go out together.
Frankly, I think it is a shame and it's bollocks that you would say such a thing about the monarchy. And I cannot believe that you would take the time and effort to smear our nation, our proud flag, through the muck as such as so.
As such and so. Yeah, totally. Dude, did I tell you that I moved?
Excuse me?
Yeah, look. This is my house. Check it out.
Oh. Wow, dude, that's really cool. That looks so comfortable.
Oh, man. All right, hold up. Let me get my bearings back about me. All right. Take a sip of me water.
Let me get me bearings. Bing, 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 bing.
Oh, Doug, look at you in your. Yeah, why is that?
Oh, no, you weren't supposed to see me in my secret laboratory.
Doug, it was you all along.
It's like, don't mind my spacesuit. I can't get rid of it. It will stay.
That's awesome, dude. I love the idea of one day being rich enough to build my own lair. I want to clarify, like, I don't want to be rich. I want to have enough money to build my own lair. I'm pretty sure that would take all my money. Like, I want to be able to just go down the elevator. You ever seen Blast from the Past with Brendan Fraser?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, dude.
No,
and, like,
I haven't, but okay, I know what you're talking about.
So, like, the premise is that Christopher Walken and his wife, Sissy Spacek, are in the 50s, and she's pregnant with his kid, and it's in the middle of the Cold War, and over the radio, they hear an announcement that that a Russian plane or something was flying around or something. Okay, and they all get nervous. He's really paranoid about the Cold War. And at the same time that he decides to go into his shelter with his wife, he has this big bomb shelter he built. A plane actually crashes into his house, but it's not like a Russian thing. A plane just crashes.
Yeah.
It happens to his house, and he thinks they've been nuclear bombed. So she ends up giving birth in the bomb shelter, and the bomb shelter won't open for 30 years. It's got a set lock on it. So they raise Brendan Fraser in this bomb shelter, and then he comes to Earth, and he has to. It's a fish out of water story. It's just like Encino Man, but it's a different story.
I must say, I love how you're explaining to me the plot for this movie.
But I just want to say,
you're talking to me like I just got out of a fucking bomb, like a bomb shelter.
So all that to say is so that for 30 years he lives in this bomb shelter, and it's sick. I've always been so impressed by it. And there's one in Las Vegas that you can go to and rent, I think. Like it's like an Airbnb that you can rent. And it's so fucking awesome. It's like underground. They have pools and like a movie theater and a bowling alley, and they have it painted so it looks like you're outside, and you can sit in lawn chairs.
Imagine, what's the name of the movie? Blast from the Past?
Blast from the Past?
Imagine somebody getting out of prison or some really dire thing for something they didn't do, or like stranded on an island, and they finally come home, Castaway style, and you're sitting there at a bar.
And I'm just explaining Blast from the Past to him.
You find out you have that's like they have like this huge chunk of their life just missing. So the only thing you could think about is Blast from the Past because it has some kind of parallel. So you explain to them the plot of that movie because they didn't get to see it when it came out.
But you also have to explain to them who Brendan Fraser is. This is
the Mummy and why his career fell apart.
Yeah. So this is the last thing I'm going to put up behind me because I know I'm being bad about that today, but I just want to show you. So this is the actual bomb shelter that I love that's in Vegas. This is part of it.
That's inside the bomb shelter?
Yeah, that's just, dude, that's like a hallway in it. It's massive. And it's designed to make you feel like chill, like while the world's in and you're like, yeah, but at least I can play golf.
Say, hey, dude, chill. I'm going to put something behind me. Tell me your thoughts.
Okay, let's see it. I haven't watched it yet.
You haven't watched it yet? Damn, I cannot believe that I watched this and you haven't. So I have behind me for those listening, I Care a Lot on Netflix. Not the best movie ever made, not by any means, but out of a lot of the fucking crap that's being thrown out lately, especially on Netflix, this one bangs pretty hard. I'm definitely going to give it.
That's what I've heard.
I'm going to give it like a 6 out of 10 for sure. Like a lot of fun storyline, really. And the characters you really learn. Like it's one of those things where there's no good guys. So you kind of it's no good guys or whatever. So you're not really rooting for anybody, but you like,
right.
So like everybody has like a point where you do root for them because none of them are good in the first place. So it's like, I know it's hard to explain because you've never seen it. And spoiler alert to those who have.
Well, no, but I know the plot. So.
Yeah, but like, well, I mean, we got to come back to this, but also this is a really good movie to wait to, to really dive into if you're like, I mean, like, dude, it's really hard for me to get into movies lately.
I'll watch it before the next episode.
Yeah.
Because Caroline wants to watch that one. And then I watched this.
Oh, yeah. I've been wanting to talk about that. Should I watch that? You said it was too long, right?
No, I mean, it is too long, but what do I know? I don't know. Here's the thing. It is miles and miles and miles and miles better than the theatrical release.
Yeah.
It is. I could say so many. You know what? I will say so many good things about it right now. The directing is top notch. You could tell that he cares about these characters and this story so much. There is so much love and attention put into basically every shot. The music and the score is basically perfect. Junkie XL did the score, and it's fucking sick. Dude, Steppenwolf, awesome villain. Like, honestly, when I first saw him, I was really nervous if I was going to be able to give a shit because I fucking hated him in the theatrical cut. Thought he looked stupid. Steppenwolf, he's one of the villains.
Yeah, okay.
I hate
Leto.
Like, I don't know much about like this story outside of watching this movie, by the way. But so I've seen both cuts of the movie. That's really my backstory on that. And I've seen Batman versus Superman, but I haven't read any of the comics this is are based on or not based on.
Who directed Batman versus Superman?
Zack Snyder.
Okay. And okay. And he also does Guardians of the Galaxy.
No,
right?
That's James Gunn.
Okay, never mind.
Zack Snyder did 300, the Dawn of the Dead remake, Sucker Punch, and Watchmen.
Gotcha.
Okay. So that's a good thing. The Cyborg guy, what's his name? Cyborg? It might just be Cyborg.
I think it's just Cyborg.
Yeah, he had like a full-on fucking character in this movie.
Yeah, like apparently, from all the interviews I watched, and because I did watch the theatrical cut, and I was just like, ugh, you know what I mean? Like I get.
Oh, you've seen the theatrical cut?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. But like, like Zack Snyder is like, Cyborg is the heart of the movie, and like the theatrical edit ripped the heart of the movie right out of it, you know? So it's like,
I don't know if I would go so far as to say after watching it that I felt like he was the heart of the movie, but I mean, if I could see Zack Snyder probably felt that way. There's a lot of heart put into his character and a lot of backstory. His character was cool. I think Aquaman is inherently cheesy. I have a really hard time getting on board with it, but the nicest thing I can say about that part of the movie is that I never cringed at it. I just kind of was whatever on it. I think, dude, he's a fish, you know? Like that, to me, that's a real hard. That's a big pill to swallow for me.
Dude, please do not. I'm sorry. Dude, do not change that background. I'm sorry. I have to call this out. I'm sorry, but I don't know if you see yourself in your shot. I just took a screenshot for my personal self, but it looks like Batman's wiener is just laying on your shoulder. Your mic looks like his. The whole time just looks like Batman's boner. His bulge just flopped on your shoulder.
Excuse me, Jesus, I'm sorry. To all the DC fanboys who are inevitably going to see the title say Justice League and Swarm here, like, who the fuck is this dude coughing and not knowing what the fuck he's talking about?
And Batman's knob is on your freaking face. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but it's just like the whole time you're talking, it's just like your shoulder looks like. Okay, sorry.
Okay. Ben Affleck was awesome as Batman. The Flash had some fucking awesome parts, like seriously fucking cool looking stuff. Just the visual effects were neat. And again, I could really tell he loved the characters and probably felt like that was his last chance to really give everything he had. Oh, and the Joker scene was pretty cool too. It wasn't terrible.
So all right.
Cons real quick.
Okay.
It's fucking 4 hours long. That's really long. And yeah, it made for a lot of character development and it paved the way for like a whole lot more story to be there. But my biggest complaint about it is the complaint I've had about every single Zack Snyder movie since 300. Dude, I would venture to say that 20 minutes of the movie is in slow motion. Like a full 20 minutes worth of footage is in slow motion.
Okay.
It's insane the amount of slow motion shots in that movie. And they clearly drag the runtime out at least by a little bit. I'm talking about, dude, so like almost every shot of this movie is framed like art. It works sometimes, sometimes it doesn't. There's a lot of beautiful shots in the movie.
Yeah.
But who I'm talking about, literally, I think there's probably 20 minutes, full 20 minutes at least of slow motion in that movie. And that's ridiculous. It's scenes that don't need it. Like Lois Lane walks out of a store at one point and picks up a newspaper, I think, and her hair's blowing. And it's all in slow-mo. Why? Like it's
like almost like SNL would make a skit about it. How
like
it is.
Like in Not Another Teen movie when they're making fun of and she's all that when the girl walks down the stairs and it goes in slow-mo, but in Not Another Teen movie she goes in slow-mo, but everybody's going regular speed and everybody, what the fuck is wrong with her? It felt like parts of it did feel like that. It's extremely melodramatic. Like I'm talking, it reaches levels of melodrama that I didn't really think were possible in a superhero movie. It is literally at points it feels like they are telling the equivalent of like a Christ story, which I guess in some ways they kind of are.
Fair enough.
It's really heavy-handed. It's 4 hours long. It has a lot of slow-mo. It's extremely melodramatic, and one of the characters is still a fish. But I thought it was way better than anything else that DC's put out besides Joker since probably Dark Knight, maybe even.
So that's why I was going to bring up earlier when you start talking about cons is, so where does Arthur Fleck fall into this universe? Does he fall into this universe? And also,
I mean, he's not in this.
And also, you brought up Ben Affleck being a good Batman. Yeah, for sure. A great comic book Batman, right?
Yeah, I feel like as old Batman is like the Batman Beyond Batman. Excuse me.
Yeah,
the Batman from Batman Beyond, or like the Dark Knight Returns. I think he's
also
pretty fucking good at it.
Yeah, and also to make note, I don't know Batman like everybody else. I know Batman from movies. I don't know him from the comics whatsoever. So
and I have extremely limited comic knowledge.
Yeah. So, but with that said, what about the Robert Pattinson Batman? Pattinson, whatever.
I'm super stoked for it.
I mean, is that in the DC universe, or is it going to be like?
Yeah, I mean, it's all in the DC universe, but at this point, I think they're sort of just like.
It's like, hey, this is going to be a good turn. This is a good story for Batman. We can just fit it in wherever. Or
well, so like it's interesting because if you look, I mean, all comics, Marvel, DC, Image, they've all like got these extremely convoluted branching storylines that go all over the place and touch and have a million different universes, and someone can die in one universe and be a main character still in the other universe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
So I feel like maybe Marvel had a better, I mean, clearly Marvel had a better roadmap and better preparation for lining all this up. I'm thinking maybe DC just decided, hey, instead of trying to make all of this one giant interconnected thing, we have different universes allowed to play in the same sandbox, because we're getting this Batman movie that takes place, it looks like in the 80s with the car he's driving and the way the city looks. I'm thinking it probably takes place in like the gritty 80s, early 90s.
The one with Robert?
Yeah, and then we've got the
teaser out or something.
Do what?
Is there like a teaser out or anything?
There's been a trailer out for a better part of a year.
No shit, I had no idea.
I'll send it to you after this. It's fucking awesome. It looks brutal, but
please do. Is that like something like we can link it to our description and stuff? Or
shit, yeah, we'll link to it. We'll link it in the description.
Yeah, that for sure. Because I would like to see it.
Yeah, we'll leave a link for that in the description, and we can also leave a link to trailers for the Zack Snyder Justice League and to I Care a Lot.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool too. And then like for all of our listeners and stuff, if y'all like watch them all, and then the next episode, if you leave in the comments, maybe, or I don't know, maybe we can start addressing that.
We'll start leaving more stuff in the info that we talk about. More ways for you to see what we're talking about. If you,
if somebody leave into and Joel, maybe you can just explain to me what exactly is a Discord. I'm like, what the fuck is
Caroline uses one. It seems like like a chat room where everybody can either like where you can create a lot of rooms that have specific
just like it just allows a group of people to be in their space of a subject, right?
Yeah, it's kind of convoluted. I mean, I can explain more. I can explain it more to you off air, and we can look into that. I don't know if we're quite. Yeah, I don't know if we quite need one yet, but maybe it might be something.
We need one.
Maybe we do. I don't know.
We need one.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Hey, man. Merman.
Hey, man.
What's this one do? Fuck! Oh, yeah. What's this one do?
Come on, motherfucker, you cock-sucking piece of shit.
I know you hate that.
Oh, I want everyone's... Nah, never mind.
No, I want to know.
Nah, never mind.
No, go ahead.
I was going to bring up something that is being talked about a lot right now in stream world, but I have an opinion on it, and I don't really care about everyone else's opinion on it, so I'm not gonna.
Cool. Way to go, bud.
That's not what I mean. It's just not worth bringing it up again. It's being talked about ad nauseum right now.
Remember when we used to be like face to face, and like we would get like drag out arguments to the point we would have to stop recording?
Like twice. It's not like that happened frequently.
One time, the first time was when you brought up me pooping my pants.
Oh, I remember. I remember. And now look at you just cavalierly bringing up pooping your pants, almost like it never mattered. I've had that one saved for a minute.
Yeah, so cavalier of you. Hey, you like my new
I'm in the shadow world. Ooh.
Another dimension. You like my new facial hair?
I do. All right, so I do. It's almost too nice though. Can I say that? Can I be so cavalier? It's almost too nice.
Yeah, be cavalier.
Like you're a gross dude, and now all of a sudden you've got this nice facial hair. Doesn't that ruin your whole gross image?
You know, I can't.
Don't you consider yourself to be crust punk?
I can't.
Dirty gutter punk rat.
Boy,
I'm just
put you.
It looks really nice.
I've never ever. Dude, people always be like, "Yeah, you're like really into being dirty or something like that." Me?
Someone really told you that? I was joking.
No, I'm relatively clean. If I ask so myself.
If you what?
Ask so myself.
You ask so yourself?
Dude, I'm tired. I'm so sorry.
I'm tired.
I'm tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Hold on.
Dude, this episode blew by. It's been on an hour.
You tell me this guy right here.
What do you think we see?
Looks dirty.
What do you think we see right now? I can't wait for you to see what this looks like in the video. I assume it looks like this on your screen.
Okay, I see it.
I like if you Google you.
Look, I'm wearing the same hat.
I can't see anything in the picture behind you.
Remember the shh? That's why it works. Because when I do it, you shut.
God. Doug, if you Google you, this comes up.
Okay.
I'm not joking.
Should I Google myself?
This comes up when you Google your name.
Should I do it?
Sure.
Oh, that guy from the college. Yeah, I know. There's a professor named Doug Blank. I know.
This guy. I'm not making fun of anybody, but that's what comes up when you search your name. Oh, that's Nostalgia Critic. That's just the Nostalgia Critic, Doug. I was like, why is it? It's a blank template. That's Doug, the Nostalgia Critic. Oh. He's he's okay. I watch his stuff from time to time.
His name's Doug. Yeah. What a great cool name.
Hey, cool.
Man, oh dude, we don't have that button anymore. So, anyways. Well, cool.
Anyways, great episode.
Yeah, this is a really cool episode, dude.
I really enjoyed it.
So Joel and I are still not pulling the cat, ripping the cat in the bag.
Yep, that's the one.
We're not putting cats in bags just yet. Or are we?
I don't put cats in bags.
I mean, are the cats in the bags? Have we not taken them out yet? But we do have things coming on. And the reason I'm saying this so everybody knows is so Joel actually follows through.
Oh, I'm following through. I'm working.
Joel's working for
a gherkin.
Hurting
for a burping.
So, yeah, we're going to have a lot more stuff to do, a lot more stuff to look at. And episode 95 is next episode. So y'all better be excited because maybe we'll let some information out. Maybe not. The three of y'all need to know.
I just want to say real quick, because I burped and it made me remember. Dude, I don't know if you remember this. I'm sure a lot of the customers out there who were dabbling in the darker spaces of YouTube or just the dumber spaces of YouTube back in the day will remember there was a cat on there named Big Mastodon. I think he went viral the first time for eating a whole bag of pizza rolls in 30 seconds. Mm-hmm. And he was just heavy breathing the whole time, and it kind of was just like really gross. And he was on Tosh, I think, for that. Anyway, and then he ate 4 of those chicken in a cans in like a minute and a half.
God.
Yeah. And it was atrocious. And I revisited that video last night just to get a giggle out of it. And I saw that he had started like a weight loss journey. And I was like, oh, that's great. Good for him, man. Because he was like 400 something pounds. Anyway, all of a sudden the video stopped. Dude died.
Holy shit.
I know, dude. He ate him. He was so unhealthy. He was just a kid, and YouTube killed him, man. He was trying to get them V's, dog, them views, because he got that one viral thing, and you could see he got viral for the pizza rolls, and there's not really much. And then he comes up and he puts some videos out, but they're not getting any views. So then he drops the chicken in a can video, and then he goes viral again, and then he's not getting any views. So then he tries to audition for The Biggest Loser, and then he's not getting any views, and all of a sudden the videos stop.
Damn.
And then I was looking at this one's in the darker spaces of YouTube, just because if you were watching this, I think all of us kind of figured where this was going. Did you ever watch any of those videos where dudes would review cigarettes? Dude, go find cigarette review pages. I'll link some of them. And if you go back, or I'll link some of them to you. I'm not going to put them in the description. But if you find some cigarette review pages, go back to when they started, watch their first video, and then watch their latest video. And they all look like they've aged 100 years. It's insane.
Well, maybe we can watch those for next Friday or episode. Anyways.
Cool.
Anyways, but for everybody, again, I kind of rambled off everything earlier. We figured out a way to put subscribe buttons.
Yes.
So be sure to subscribe. All right. Thanks for listening to the episode. I didn't see it, but I believe you. I'm Doug.
I'm Joel.
And
click
we
right
will
here to
see
see last week's episode.
And for another episode.
Nope, subscribe.
To subscribe here. Yeah, here.
Bye. Bye.